Hello everyone, welcome to the math session of grade 8. Today we are going to discuss about properties of rational numbers. In the earlier sessions we have already studied about definition of rational numbers, types of rational numbers in the standard form, comparison of rational numbers, operation on rational numbers, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So today we'll discuss about the properties of rational numbers. In the earlier classes, that in the grade 7, you have studied about the properties of integers. So what are the properties of integers? Closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property. Even you have studied about additive inverse, multiplicative inverse, additive identity, multiplicative identity. So today you will study about the properties of rational numbers one by one. Properties of rational numbers. Identity. In that first one is additive identity. The additive word itself says plus sign. So in the example I have given the main sign as plus sign. We have to add. So what is the additive identity for rational numbers? You can see here I have highlighted 0 in red. So 0 is the additive identity for rational numbers. What is the additive identity for rational numbers? 0 is the additive identity for rational numbers. 0 is also the additive identity for integers as well as for whole numbers. Now we'll check with the example. Minus 2 upon 3. Minus 2 upon 3 is a rational number, negative rational number. So when minus 2 upon 3 is added with 0, you get back the same rational number. So whenever any rational number added with 0, you get back the same rational number. Here, can you see this is a mirror? When you look into the mirror, you see your own reflection. When I look into the mirror, I can see my own reflection. So here 0 acts like a mirror. 0 acts like a mirror. So minus 2 upon 3, when added to 0, it gives back the same rational number. Now, the next one is multiplicative identity. Second one is multiplicative identity. The word multiplicative itself says multiplication. So you can check in the example, the main sign is multiplication. So what is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers? 1 is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. You can check with the example. 5 upon 3 is a positive rational number. So any rational number, if multiplied by 1, you get back the same rational number. So 5 upon 3 multiplied by 1, you get back the same rational number, that is 5 upon 3. So 1 is called as the multiplicative identity of rational numbers. Here again 1 acts like a mirror. Where when you look into the mirror, you see your own reflection. So in the same way, 1 acts like a mirror. So 5 upon 3 multiplied by 1 gives back the same rational number. Now we'll go to other one, that is inverse. Inverse means opposite. Additive inverse. Additive, again the word itself says addition. You can see in the example the main sign is plus sign. And inverse means what? Opposite. Additive inverse means negative of a number. Now check with the example. Minus 2 upon 3. It is a negative rational number. So what will be the opposite of this negative rational number? It will be positive. So here it is 2 upon 3. So when both are added, you get the answer as 0. You should get the answer as 0. So we'll check with the first example here down. Minus 2 upon 3 means it is a negative rational number. So what is the additive inverse of minus 2 upon 3 is 2 upon 3, which I have highlighted in red. So we get back the positive rational number. So this is negative rational number. Additive inverse of minus 2 upon 3 is plus 2 upon 3. We'll check with the second example. This 2 plus 2 upon 3. This is a positive rational number. So what is the additive inverse of 2 upon 3? It is minus 2 upon 3, which I have highlighted in blue. So additive inverse means what? Opposites. When it is negative, it becomes positive, and when it is positive, it becomes negative. So that is called as additive inverse. Now we'll check with the other inverse, that is multiplicative inverse. Now you can see here multiplicative, the word itself says multiplication. Check in the example, the main sign is your multiplication sign. So what is multiplicative inverse? It is a reciprocal of a number. You have already studied about the reciprocal. So you have to find out the reciprocal. So check with the example, minus 2 upon 3. So what is the reciprocal of minus 2 upon 3? Just check over here. It is 3 upon minus 2. Numerator, denominator will go in the numerator and numerator will come in the denominator. That is called as reciprocal. So 3 upon minus 2. When both are multiplied, when both the inverse are multiplied, you get the answer. You should get the answer 1. So then this is right. Inverse is correct. So we'll check with the example 1, that is 4 upon minus 5. So what is the multiplicative inverse of 4 upon minus 5? You can check the answer which I have highlighted in blue, that is minus 5 upon 4. I have done the reciprocal. So what is multiplicative inverse? It is the reciprocal of a number. It is opposite. It is a reciprocal of a number. So additive inverse, opposite, plus will become minus, and minus negative rational number will become the positive rational number. And what is multiplicative inverse? Multiplicative inverse, it is reciprocal of a number. Now I will go to the other property, that is closure property. Now what is closure property? We'll check with the addition first. Your main sign is addition. Check with the example. Minus 2 upon 3 is a rational number. 1 upon 3 is a rational number. When we add these two rational numbers, you get back the rational number itself. That is minus 1 upon 3 is also a rational number. So what is closure property? When two rational numbers are added, you get back the rational number itself. So minus 2 upon 3 is also a rational number. I have highlighted in blue. 1 upon 3 is also a rational number. And the answer what you get is also a rational number. So it is closed under addition. Rational numbers are closed under addition. It is applicable for addition. Next is now subtraction. You can check with the subtraction. I have highlighted in red. The example you check it. Minus 2 upon 3. And your main sign is minus sign. And the other rational number is 1 upon 3. So when you subtract, you get the answer which I have highlighted in red. Minus 3 upon 3. So when you subtract two rational numbers, you get back the rational number itself. You will get back the rational number again. So again, closure, this subtraction is closed under, rational numbers are closed under subtraction. Next one, that is multiplication. Now multiplication, check with the example. Your main sign is multiplication. Minus 2 upon 3 into 1 upon 3. Minus 2 upon 3 I have highlighted in green. Minus 2 upon 3 is also a rational number. 1 upon 3 is also a rational number. What you get the answer, that is minus 2 upon 9 is also a rational number. So when you multiply two rational numbers, you get back the rational number. So it is closed under multiplication. This was for multiplication. Now check division. Your main sign is division here. Check, I have highlighted in blue now. Minus 2 upon 3 is a rational number. 1 upon 3 is also a rational number. So when both are divided, now here I have done reciprocal. 1 upon 3 will become 3 upon 1. So when it is multiplied, you get the answer minus 2 upon 1. I have written the simplest form. So minus 2 upon 1, again it is a rational number. So when two rational numbers are divided, you get back the rational number again. So again, division is also closed under rational numbers. So this was closure property. Now, commutative property. What is commutative property? Commutative property, always remember, it is exchanging of the digits, exchanging the places of the digits. Now we'll check with the addition with the first example, that is minus 2 upon 3. Now minus 2 upon 3 is a rational number which I have highlighted in red, and 1 upon 3 is also a rational number which I have highlighted in blue. Now you check on the right hand side, I have changed the places of the digits. 1 upon 3 has come this side and minus 2 upon 3 has come on the other side. So I have changed the digits, places of these both the rational numbers. Now we'll solve. Come back to left hand side. So when you solve, you get the answer minus 1 upon 3. And when you solve on the right hand side, you get the answer minus 1 upon 3. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal. So it is commutative. Addition is commutative for rational numbers. So when you add the rational numbers or exchange the digits places of the rational numbers, you get back the same answer. So it is commutative. Addition is commutative. This is for addition. Commutative property for addition. Now we'll check with the subtraction. Minus 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3. So I have taken two rational numbers here, and go to the right hand side. On the right hand side, I have exchanged the places of the rational numbers. First I have taken 1 upon 3 and the other side I have taken minus 2 upon 3. So when you solve LHS and RHS, we'll check what answer we get. So here it is minus 3 upon 3, and on the right hand side the answer is 3 upon 3. Are they equal? No, here it is negative and here it is positive. They are not equal. So it is not commutative. Subtraction, it is not applicable for subtraction. So it is not commutative. So we'll go for multiplication. Now multiplication, again check with the rational numbers. Minus 2 upon 3 into 1 upon 3. So this is your left hand side. Go to the right hand side. Now right hand side, again I have changed the places of the rational numbers. I have exchanged the digits. So 1 upon 3 I have written here and minus 2 upon 3 I have written here. So what answer we get on the left hand side? You have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Answer is minus 2 upon 9. And what do we get on the right hand side? It is minus 2 upon 9. Are they same? Yes, they are same. So it is commutative for multiplication. It is commutative for multiplication. Now we'll check with division. Minus 2 upon 3 divided, your main sign is division, divided by 1 upon 3. Now see on the right hand side, I have exchanged the digits. 1 upon 3 divided by minus 2 upon 3. So I have exchanged the digit. When you solve left hand side, you can see the answer is minus 2 upon 1. And on the right hand side, the answer is 1 upon minus 2. Are they same? No, they are not same. They are not equal. So it is not commutative for division. So we have seen for commutative property for addition. It is commutative for addition and it is commutative for multiplication. It is not commutative for subtraction and division. Now we'll check with associative property. Now associative property means what? First understand what is the associative property. Associative property means changing of brackets, only changing of brackets. Now we'll check with the addition. First example, minus 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 5 upon 3. Now check, I have highlighted in red, 1 upon 3 plus 5 upon 3 are in the bracket. Now go to the right hand side. Now which rational numbers are in the bracket? Minus 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 is in the bracket. I have changed the bracket. First it was on the left hand side, it was for the last two rational numbers. And for this it is for the first two rational numbers. And plus 5 upon 3 is outside the bracket. Now when you solve this, do we get the same answer? We'll check. The answer is 4 upon 3 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side the answer is 4 upon 3. So the answer is same. LHS is equal to RHS. So it is associative for addition. It is associative for addition. We'll check with subtraction now. Minus 2 upon 3, minus 1 upon 3, minus 5 upon 3. Again in the bracket I have highlighted in red. These two rational numbers are in bracket. On the right hand side you check which rational numbers are in the bracket. Minus 2 upon 3 and minus 1 upon 3 are in the bracket. So I have just changed the brackets. Now we'll solve and check whether we are getting the answer same. So when we solve this, we get 2 upon 3 on the left hand side and we get minus 8 upon 3 on the right hand side. Are they equal? No, they are not equal. So subtraction, it is not commutative for subtraction. So it is not associative for subtraction. Now multiplication. Multiplication, minus 2 upon 3 into 1 upon 3 into 5 upon 3. Again in the bracket you can see the last two rational numbers I put in the bracket. Go on the right hand side. I have changed the bracket. First two rational numbers are in the bracket. Associative means changing of the brackets, nothing else. So when you solve the left hand side, you get the answer. You have to multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. Answer is minus 10 upon 27. And here when you solve, you get the answer as minus 10 upon 27. So LHS is equal to RHS. Both are equal. So after changing the bracket also, we are getting the same answer. So it is associative for multiplication. Now we'll check for division. Now division, example, the same example, minus 2 upon 3. The main sign is division, and which the last two rational numbers I put in the bracket, which I have highlighted in red. And on the right hand side, the first two rational numbers I put in the bracket. I have only changed the brackets. So after we have to solve this now. So we have to reciprocal. Now division, every time whenever division is there, you have to reciprocal. So first you have to solve the bracket. 1 upon 3 multiply by 3 upon 5. So 5 upon 3, 3 gets cancelled. So your answer is 5 upon 1. Okay. But now again here I have done reciprocal. So minus 2 upon 3 into 5 upon 1. When you solve this, you get minus 10 upon 3. Now check on the right hand side. When you solve, you get minus 6 upon 5. Are they equal? They are not equal. So it is not associative for division. So what do we conclude? It is associative only for addition and multiplication. Now distributive property. Multiplication over addition. Now multiplication over addition. So where is multiplication sign? Here, outside the bracket. And where is addition sign? Inside the bracket. So it's very important to see where the signs are. Now 4 upon 5 I have highlighted with red. Now just check. Now this 4 upon distributive means what? You have to distribute it. So 4 upon 5 will be multiplied with minus 3 upon 4. And 4 upon 5 will be multiplied with 5 upon 4 also. You can check on the right hand side. 4 upon 5 is multiplied by minus 3 upon 4, and plus is your main sign here, and 4 upon 5 is multiplied by 5 upon 4 also. See, this 4 upon 5 is multiplied by these two rational numbers. So when you solve this, left hand side you get 8 upon 20. When you solve the right hand side, you get 8 upon 20. So what is multiplication over distributive property? Distributive property means you have to multiply whatever is there outside the bracket. You have to multiply with both the rational numbers inside the bracket. So I have shown on the right hand side that 4 upon 5 is multiplied with both the rational numbers. So you get the same answer. Now multiplication over subtraction. So distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Now multiplication, check where is the multiplication sign here, and where is the subtraction sign? Inside the bracket. Okay. Now same way what we did for addition, same way for subtraction. So 4 upon 5, again it is highlighted in red. So this will be multiplied with minus 3 upon 4 also, and this will be multiplied with 5 upon 4 also. Just go on the right hand side. We'll check here. 4 upon 5 is multiplied with minus 3 upon 4, and 4 upon 5 is multiplied with 5 upon 4 also. And your main sign you can see is your minus sign. So now solve, you have to solve. You have to solve always the bracket first. So I solve the bracket and my answer is minus 32 upon 20. And when I solve this, here also answer is minus 32 upon 20. So this is multiplication over subtraction. So this already, all the properties we have studied about for rational numbers: additive inverse, additive identity, multiplicative inverse, multiplicative identity, closure property, associative property, then distributive property. These all the properties today we have learned for rational numbers. Now in the next session you are going to solve sums based on these properties of rational numbers. Thank you.